Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BASHAM, YAHAWADAH. The belongs to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to my Akim, Wakwathium, who are diligently waiting to be activity. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. Okay, so today's lesson, we're going to be talking about, how this is a spiritual war, all right, as well as the fact that we need to have self-control. Okay, and when I say, obviously there's the spiritual war between Jacob and Esau, where we are trying to edify and get our people, the Israelites, the true Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, to repent and to return to YAHAWAH and His. That is one spiritual war, but there's also an internal spiritual war that to handle amongst ourselves as individuals. All right, and that comes in many different ways. Like you got the demons that will try to make you go off. All right. Certain temptations, all right, which actually, let me get that. Did I just... All right, so I believe it is... Okay, so it's Sirach chapter 2, verse from the top. Slakia, slow thing. Honestly, Satan has been trying to mess up my internet for the longest time. Or my, internet. Sirach chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. All right, so this is in the job description. All right, we should be expecting, certain hardships, trials, tribulations, and temptations to come and, mess with us. Okay, this as I mentioned before, this is a part of the job description, but also as a result, what else is in our job description is for us to overcome and have victory over it. All right, we need to be able to be spiritual and not make carnal decisions, and not just give in to our fleshly desires. All right. Now, verse 4, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through YAHAWAH to the pulling down of strongholds. Also, Slakia, this is also a matter of, as I mentioned before, when they talk about certain things like weapons, okay, yes, there are like weapons like the gun, the sword, whatever, but that's not our weapon. Where our weapon is, the word of YAHAWAH, which I'm going to get after I go do this. Give me 1 second. All right. Slakia. Now, what was I gonna get again? It was oh yeah, I now remember. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 17, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of YAHAWAH. All right, the sword is the word of YAHAWAH. That is our weapon. All right, and also, there was this one brother had spoke on and made a very edifying lesson on. All right, he was talking about how like, as long as the spiritual battle, not the spiritual battle, okay, when demons get on you, demons get on anyone around you, demons are trying you, the best way to make it easier for you is to remember that it's a spiritual battle. And speaking as a man, okay, I'll just use myself an example. Just recently, I've been given the opportunity to actually put that to practice, and it and it has been a lot better to just, recognize, because again, let me get that precept as a matter of fact. In Matthew, no wait, hold on. Yeah, Matthew chapter 26, verse 41. Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing. So the spirit is, stronger. The spirit is, stronger, but the flesh is weak. And let me actually get this as well. For 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 16, for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. Okay, so the spiritual man, the spiritual side of things, it's a lot stronger compared to the flesh. Okay, and it's constantly being compared. All right, let me also get this. Proverbs chapter 16, verse that slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city. So the Lord has basically established as someone that's able to control themselves. Okay, control. Number one, be spiritual, be spiritually minded, be spiritual, be focus on every spiritual side of things. That is someone that's deemed as stronger, better, superior. Whatever word, whatever term you want to use, than someone that is literally physically just like someone that's, I guess, that has superhuman strength. They are seen as weaker, just because it doesn't matter that you have fleshly or physical capabilities. The only thing that actually matters is, are you able to control yourself? Okay, and this is the lesson that I'm doing today. Yahawadah, to the spirit and power YAHAWASHI. Okay, that it doesn't matter how much fleshly power you have. The main thing is, are you able to control yourself? Okay, are you able to just take a step back and let me see, is this the right thing to do? Am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right path? Am I this, that, and the third? Am I abusing my power? Am I doing this, that, and the third, or whatever? All right, so it's just a matter of having that self-control. All right, which I speak to myself first and foremost. Okay, yes, we all need to do it, but it's all about self-examination first and foremost. Okay, just like Michael Jackson said, I'm starting with the man in the mirror, and everyone should be starting with themselves first. Okay, so as to not be hypocrites. All right, are you going to be a hypocrite and say, oh, are you going to preach the word? But are you going to preach the word but not be a doer of the word? All right. I literally did a video on that not too long ago, I believe 2 days ago, about being a doer of the word. You can, regurgitate all the stuff that you hear. You can read all these scriptures, yes, but are you actually applying them to your lives? Are you being spiritual? Are you having that self-control? Let me not do this because this is not expedient. Okay. Let me get this as well. It's 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 12. All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. So all things are lawful, but do you have the self-control to say, like, okay, you know what? Even though I can do this, this is probably not the best thing for me to do. All right, and this is what we strive for. This is what we attempt to do and rectify. We attempt to make amends and rectify our actions by doing things that are more expedient, and that we stay in the spirit no matter what and wherever. Okay, and then when you have demons that are trying to get you to do stuff like saying, oh yeah, it's fun, when those thoughts that come into your head, those are the demons that are like, hey, yeah, it's just one time. You try to and this was another thing that the brother said in their lesson. Okay, in a lesson that just last week, okay, they were talking about how you know, you're gonna attempt to justify your actions even though you know that it's wrong, but you're gonna like say, okay, you know what, maybe it's just this one time, or I'm already doing this like this, then third, X, Y, and Z, I might as well, and stuff like that. You're gonna find some sort of excuse to let yourself do it. You need to have the self-control to be like, okay, you know what, I'm not gonna do it because, you know, the Lord would not want me to do it. All right. And in another brother's lessons, they had just spoken on, you know, I forgot the dude's name, but he was basically like saying like, you need to be able to think about, okay, what did your role model, your idol, what would your role model or idol do? So I know there's a Christian saying, WWJD, what would Jesus do? But we should be doing like, what would YAHAWASHI do, especially when we have more knowledge on, you know, how YAHAWASHI actually was, all right, and also the fact that, you know, we know how to live our lives. We know what's right and what's wrong. Okay, so just the entire word of the scriptures, all right, is what YAHAWASHI would do, and we need to follow suit. All right. Where was I in here? Where is? Okay, over here. Okay, so 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 11, dearly beloved, I beseech you as strangers and pilgrims, abstain from fleshly lusts which war against the soul. Okay, again, it's just abstain from fleshly lusts. You know, basically, yes, it could mean the, you know, the sexually immoral things, of course, but it's not as simple as that. It's a lot more broad. It's more things that, you know, anything that you know is just wrong, but you have a desire on to doing it. Okay, like that's basically, you know, the lust of actually I should probably check it in the blue letter, as a matter of fact. What was that? First Peter. That is very fortunate. I made the lesson now because that would, yeah, something just happened, and if I didn't do it now, then I would have had a problem to deal with. But anyway, so in the Oxford Dictionary, all right, it says very strong sexual desire, all right, but let's see over here, Strong G 1939. What the heck? Okay, right there. Okay, here. Outline of biblical usage: desire, cravings, longing, desire for what is forbidden. This is what I want to get. This is the desire for what is forbidden. And no, I'm not saying this is what, because I honestly think, okay, I have to watch what I say, but I genuinely don't believe that if you are in this truth, that you have this desire. Okay, so for those, I assume that it's just not applicable. But let's take, for example, there was this one group, this one fake camp, so-called Black Hebrew Israelite, because they actually call themselves Black Hebrew Israelites. All right, and that's why I refer to them as a fake group, because I'm pretty sure they're just set up. They're definitely just set up, because there's no Israelite camp, Israelite group, Israelite whatever that would ever call themselves Black Hebrew Israelites. Okay, they might, maybe, I guess, if they wanna call other camps as an insult, sure, but calling themselves so-called Black Hebrew Israelites, that's just wrong. Anyway, there's this one fake group that calls themselves Black Hebrew Israelites that are basically saying that, oh, we want to be able to, or we're going to, or slack it, the Lord says we're allowed to, sleep with transformers. Okay, that is the type of stuff that they're just going. Well, that's the sexual forbidden lust, and then there's also the whole matter of you wanting to do something or whatever. I don't know, just basically sinning, going off, or something that is not the best thing for you right now. All right, and as we saw over here, okay, very strong sexual desire. Okay, in that same sense, it's just a very strong desire. Okay, that craving, longing, the desire to do something that's forbidden for for something that your flesh desires. I can't think of anything sexually immoral stuff. All right, I guess like going after another man's woman, but Yahawadah, you're able to basically understand, maybe because maybe you have something that you want, okay, but it's not going to be the best thing for you to get at the moment. All right, and it's just we being in the spirit, we have to be in the spirit constantly and have that self-control to say like, okay, you know what, for now let me lay off of that. For now let me stay away from that. All right, because it's not the best use of my time. It's not the best thing to go for. It's going to cause distractions. All right, so with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. The conclusion is just we need to be able to do things that you do not want to do, or abstain from things that or abstain from things that you do want to do, but is not the best thing to do, or is just flat out not right to do. All right, Yahawadah, you're able to receive this, okay, and I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadah, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, DTA, Abad, Babal, and Shalom.